What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Austin Fry. Today we're going to show you a few things that we like to do before I put boats away for the winter to make it not only better for the boat throughout the winter, but to make your spring that much easier. So let's dive in. First up, we're going to give it a good wash. We're going to wash it while it's in the water, a little bit easier. We're going to give it a quick spray protectant on top, and when we pull it in next week or so, we're going to respray that. We're going to put some sort of protectant on the hull, and that way we know it's going to clean up that much easier in the spring, and it's one less thing we got to worry about come the spring, and we can just enjoy our boats. So let's jump in. Done. We're working in the cockpit. It's a great time to go through all your seats, your hatches, clean out all your lockers, anything that you don't want to store on the boat, on the dock, put it in the truck. It's a lot easier to get everything on and off on an even surface than it is to have to throw it up, put it on the swim platform, jump down the ladder, grab it, this, that. So let's dig in, let's pull everything out, see where we're going to leave. All these seats we actually store off the boat, so it's another thing. Sun pads, everything doesn't stick off the boat for booster purposes. So if you're going to do that and you're done, take them off, put them in the truck, and keep going. When it comes to lockers, I don't like to spray them down. This is just wet because we washed the seats really well. I really just like to take a rag, wring it out, and wipe them well. And if you need to, hit it with the hose. I'll put a little cleaner in there just to just to get a loosen any dirt that may be in there. Now we're going to clean the cushions really well. We're not going to soak them because we're going to put them right away. So I don't want to put them damp. We're going to spray them with our new all-purpose cleaner, Eco Clean. Probably by the time this comes out, it'll be on the market. We're going to soak them good. Take our magic eraser and a rag and just give them a good wipe. And a little dirty from yesterday, but let's get into it. Now with this cleaner, you want to spray it on, let it sit for a minute or two just to break up any of the soils, and then we're going to come right over it. that we got the whole boat washed, protected, cleaned the seats, stowed the seats away, we have them all pulled up, we went through every hatch. There's a few other things we like to do. First, something up north you may want to consider putting some sort of a stabilizer in your fuel. The directions are pretty clearly written on whatever the tab is, so you know how much to put in. And when it comes to how much fuel you should leave in your boat, there's a big discussion on that. Some people say fill it to the top. Others like to bleed it. Others like to have as little as possible. Either way, put this in. It helps with all the ethanol and the lack of use. This definitely helps keep the fuel from going bad and getting water in your fuel, or prevent as best as you can getting water in the fuel in the boat. Another thing to consider, take a walk through your cabin, go through any of your fridges, make sure they're empty. Any personal items that you don't want on the boat, take them off now. Like I said, it's definitely much easier to pull them off while the boat's in the water, and just put it right on the finger and bring it to the truck, throw it in the dock cart and bring it to the truck right from there. So anything that you don't want to keep to risk from getting moldy over the winter, definitely take it off. Another thing, depending on who's doing your winterization, now isn't a bad time to empty out all your water, go through your wash down in the rear, your sink in the head if you have a cockpit sink. Also, make sure if you have a hot water heater to flush the water out of there before you actually winterize. Also, something some people tend to forget. And that's pretty much it. What we like, again, pretty much what we do is we give the boat a good cleaning. You want to put it away super clean as possible. We like to put an extra coat of protection, whether it's sunscreen, our quick detailer, because this boat was coated, whatever. We'll do the hull once we pull it. Go through all your hatches, any vinyl, anything isinglass that you don't want to keep, take it off, put it in the truck, put it in the house. A couple bags of damp rid, typically if you're shrink wrapping or you have a full winter cover like this boat, take it out, make sure it's all clean, give it a good scrub before you put it on the boat and dry it. Again, as little moisture as possible you want to keep out of the boat all winter long. That's the big key. Open up your hatches, leave them open. The cushions, leave them either on the boat or take them off. Just don't leave them closed to trap any form of air. Go through your fridges, your lockers, storage in the cabin, anything that you don't want, take it right off. And your stabilizer and your fuel, whether you have diesel or gas, buy the respective one, and enjoy the long off season. Let's get this thing covered up and let's get out of here.